Okay, so boys and girls, you should already have noticed that I have addressed the rudder issue that I see a lot of people complaining about. I did a tutorial yesterday, a video stream. It's in my list of videos here. But you know, I'm never happy. I'm picky. So someone said, hey, unplug. Like if you're a gamer like me, you have wheels and brake pedals and USB Xbox controllers and PlayStation controllers, and I do a lot of gaming. So I have a lot of other controllers that are not essential to a flight sim. And as I was searching to try to find a fix for this rudder issue, someone said, well, make sure you unplug any other controllers you might have. Alright, so the video last night, the video today, I did have the controllers unplugged, but we're gonna take the little testing a little one step further. This is my wireless PlayStation controller that I use mostly for the truck sims and racing and whatnot. It is currently plugged in, so we're gonna see if this affects has any effect on the custom settings that I set for my flight. So let's go back here and let's just make sure that a lot of people did say that for some reason these settings isn't be changing. So we're just gonna make sure everything's still on custom, medium, and custom. That's good. Don't need to check all those. No, they're already. Nothing has really changed on those. So, and I have the perfect airport. The perfect airport to see. We're gonna find out right away if there's a problem. We're gonna go back to Miami and day, and let's go downtown Miami. We're gonna go to Cruise Ship Row. This spot right here. And let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. No other, there's not a game out there that you have to unplug controllers, so why should Microsoft Simulator be any freaking, but then again, it's Bill Gates and fucking Microsoft. Hopefully we won't have any problems. This particular airport, I couldn't even taxi out of. The crazy part is I could land there just fine. But once the wheels hit the ground, we had the rudder issue. So, we're gonna see. And I'm gonna leave my controller because personally I don't want to keep unplugging. I mean, I will if I have to, but why should I? Everything's plugged up for every other game I played. That's what? Huh? Why y'all gotta be so different? This is a custom airport too. So for everybody who's saying mods are doing this and deliveries are doing this and that, we shall see. Give your sim a little time to stabilize. Usually you can always tell if the music it plays nice and smooth, with starting and stopping, starting and stopping. Then that's your sceneries, and I do have some Florida extra sceneries as This airport is not part of Microsoft. It's an add-on. So if I can taxi out of here with no problems, there you have it. I made the video for you to fix your sims if you're having problems. I haven't had a problem since I've done this, so we shall see. There's no pushback, so we don't need to do any of that. This is a default Cessna 172. My video earlier today, I was in a Coronado 182. That's a payware aircraft, and it's a little bit more touchy. I think I did a pretty decent landing. I kind of touched down a little hard. I probably could have floated it in a little longer than I did before I dropped the throttles. But I also have almost zero experience with Microsoft, despite having this sim for 2 years. Those are on. That's on. These don't have no back ones, do they? It never works. Yeah, I didn't think so. This is a cool little add-on little airport. And in real life, there actually is, apparently, according to what I saw on SkyVector, they do fly seaplane tours from here out to Key West and wherever, little islands. What is that? Fish? It's some island out there they fly around. And I've seen the seaplanes right from my house flying by. They fly along the beach. So I hope this works, y'all, because I don't want to keep unplugging and unplugging up freaking controllers. So one good test is let's go out here. Let's just look. Because before it was starting right from the get-go, right? Rudder's holding. Rudder's holding. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. So maybe not necessarily you do have to unplug all your gyro spinning up. So 172, couple pumps.
TOS system test. Okay.
So far, so good. So far, so good. Maps, it's all good. 1,000, nice and low. Yeah, bearings and back. X44, that is our airport here. That, and we can go ahead and fire up.
X-ray 44 traffic Cessna November Echo Romeo Alpha 21 taking off runway 30 straight out departure.
There is no tower down here, so nobody's gonna say nothing until we get in the air. Test our power. I would test the magnetos, but it's just a simulator. But in real life, we would do a test of the magnetos, which are these right here on your ignitions. You don't want to get in the air and start losing battery power. That's why you have a backup. So, this ought to be very interesting. We'll start it. Still have a stable rudder. You ain't got to unplug shit. Not looking like we have to. I couldn't even use this airport before. Not take off from it. I could land it. I couldn't take off from it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'll be damned. You ain't got to turn, you ain't got to unplug nothing. It's working just fine. Look at that. So there you have it. I told you, I'm picky. I want it working like it's supposed to. That's a good rudder, baby. And into the water we go. And we're gonna switch our yeah, let's see. That switch. It didn't switch. We want. Alright. I want the landing gear. There we go. Alright. Should be on rudders. Should be on rudders. Yeah, baby. I'll be damned. And I'll tell you what, changing those settings even fixed those little bugs with the Coronado little tablet. For some reason, when I land, I could never get the it's the same problem with Microsoft or anything, or FXX. Because I have Coronado for all three of them on flight sims right now. Doesn't turn worth a damn in this water though. I'll tell you that. After I land, I couldn't get the pilots to show back. You know, I couldn't get the. Why is it not turning though? Even though. What's up with that? still want to turn the other way. Like I'm look at that. Go turn to the right like I'm That's all I needed. And this is an actual airstrip. Airspeed is active. Back a little bit. 50, 60 knots. Wow. Simple. I'll tell you what, guys, that little hack fixed a whole lot of problems with my flight sim. Look at that. Maps up.
Miami approach Cessna November Echo Romeo Alpha 21 is type Cessna Skyhawk 2 miles east of X-ray for 600 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna November Echo Romeo Alpha 21 Miami approach. Squawk 6125.
Squawk 6125 Cessna Alpha 21.
South Beach.
Cessna Alpha 21 radar contact 2 miles east of X-ray 800 feet.
South Beach.
Altimeter 29.92.
Roger Cessna Alpha 21.
South Beach. South Beach.
Miami approach Cessna November Echo Romeo Alpha 21. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Definitely don't like these
Cessna November Echo Romeo Alpha
default
21 Miami approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
cockpit views. They suck.
Cleared through Bravo airspace Cessna Alpha 21.
See, that's why I fly the Coronado stuff. It's ridiculous. Can't see my gauges. Do not like these defaults views. So I don't think it has anything to do with mods. I don't think it has to do anything to do with liveries, even though there are some.
Cessna Alpha 21 contact Miami approach on 133.775.
There are some. I have run across a few.
133.775 Cessna Alpha 21.
Can't
Miami
see my
approach
screen.
Cessna November Echo Romeo Alpha 21 1,700 feet.
Cessna November Echo Romeo Alpha 21 Miami approach altimeter 29.9 to continue as planned.
I have run across some liveries that they didn't package them correctly. They were missing manifests and stuff like that out of the. But once again, there's always these guys that are in these forums that think they know everything, and there are people on the internet who just believe every freaking thing that come out their mouth. I do not. I know because I fly planes in real life. Okay, so I knew when I hear something that sounds like it makes some real logical sense. And it took me a minute to dig up what to do. But I'll tell you this much, as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's what makes sense. And there were people that were trying to help, but they weren't being very complete. That's why when I finally heard, or when I finally saw what to do to fix the problem, I knew that right away that was what he was talking about, because it was bits and pieces. You know the old saying, by the time the story get back to you, it's been changed 20 times and there's a new bad guy in the whole 9 yards. You know what I mean? So my first attempt fixed the problem. However, it did take me a minute to find the right shit. No. The wheels in the front, they're supposed to be sticking forward.
Cessna Alpha 21 here leaving my airspace.
I'm not
Resume on navigation.
doing that anyway.
Miami, approach on 124.85. Good day.
124.85 for Cessna Alpha 21. Miami approach Cessna November Echo Romeo Alpha 21 2,600 feet.
Cessna November Echo Romeo Alpha 21 Miami approach altimeter 29.9 to continue as planned.
Kind of shitty on the weather. Well, that was a prime example of me, even though that the rudder issue is fixed, if you're paying attention, I did say yesterday, wow, it seems to be tough sometimes to turn left, but easy as hell to turn right. So you might want to keep that in mind. I was trying to turn left when we were coming out, and it just didn't seem to be turning. But you know, as with all games and simulation, you got to deal with the bugs. That's what you got to deal with. I don't like how the default keeps jumping back to that dumbass view. Alright, what's our airspeed? We got plenty of airspeed. Left. Laps. flaps. Down, trim. Help me out here. Rudder is fine.
500.
Yeah, we're gonna have that issue with trying to turn left. Is that in my way?
Miami approach American 2278 is at 9,800 feet, descending 2,000 feet. American 2278 Miami approach altimeter 29er.9er to continue as planned.
Where we at? 79.
Miami approach Cessna November Echo Romeo Alpha 21. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Cessna November Echo Romeo Alpha 21 Miami approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Oh, bitch. Oh, that hopping. Try to come in with a right turn instead of a left turn. There's the heat arena.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
Rudder is active.
Gears up for water landing.
Hey buddy, I'll trade you. Your boat for my plane.
Gears up for water landing.
I don't know right where this dock is. Oh yeah, because it was right by that plane. That's what I'm trying to see.
Gears up for water landing.
I don't want to overshoot it. Right there by the.
For water landing.
Oh yeah, right over there by the
Gears up for water landing.
by the building, right?
Gears up for water landing.
There's the ramp. There's the ramp.
Gears up for water landing.
I'll shut that off in a minute.
Gears up for water landing.
Things naturally turn right, so
for water landing.
Gear down.
For water landing. Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
Aha, it works.
For runway landing.
It worked.
Gears down for runway landing.
It worked.
Gears down for runway landing.
It
Gears down
worked.
for runway landing. Gears down for runway
Get
landing.
your ass out the way, dude.
Gears down for runway landing.
Get your ass out the way, dude.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Well, I don't know how they're gonna get that on the right on the line. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Gears down for runway landing.
Close enough.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Close enough. That's
Gears
fucking
down for
close
runway
enough,
landing.
right? Looks
Gears
good to
down
me.
for runway landing.
Brakes engaged.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Oh, shut up.
Gears
Gears
down
up
for
for
runway
water
landing.
landing.
So there you have it. You do not have to unplug all your extra controllers. My controller's plugged in, it's still working. So, just a quick little, it just popped in my head. Do I really want to keep unplugging everything? No, you do not. So, there you have it. No, we don't need anything over there. Just need to take this one off. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. Backup battery off. So, I was just wondering, and see, that's why you test out stuff. And normally I would have tested that before I went live and looked stupid, but I just had a feeling that that was some bullshit advice, because you tell me a game you have to unplug one controller. There's not one. And I have over 300 games, so never had to unplug anything. That just did not make logical sense to me. But I'll tell you one thing. That fix of those settings, the rudder issue was terrible at this airport. I've seen a lot of other little stupid things that weren't working are now working. So I'm convinced that I don't know, flying it on with the assist. This is not a simulator for you if you don't know what you're doing, man. Unless you just want to look crazy, flying crazy, because it seems like Microsoft needs to do something about the bugs in the assist part. For those of us who don't need so much assistance, okay, that's your fix. Jump in this sim and be the pilot that you are. Okay? As simple as that. I like this airport too. I might go downtown one day and see, because I see the planes flying over there all the time. And according to the real FAA map, this really is an airport, a seaport or whatever. Over here, and there's a video, there's a cruise ship, a Miami cruise thing that I follow on Instagram. And in one of the videos, you actually see the seaplane flying right past the row of cruise ships, just like I just did. There has to be a port over there somewhere in real life. So there you have it. Very interesting. No, you do not have to unplug all your other stuff. Alright? But you do need to set this sim up. And get off all those assists. Alright?